Hey there everybody, this is Golden God Morte, and this is my first video on this account. And what I've done here, what I'm doing here, is I am making Legend of Zelda Minish Cap world. Minish Cap, if you don't know, was for the Game Boy Advance, and it wasn't all that big, nor was it a very important part of the storyline. It was more of one of those side games, but it was still a pretty good game. And what I did was I started making it. There's nothing else made, but I was just going to show you what I've done so far. And this here is Mount Colonel, which is in the top left corner of the Minish Cap world. So I'm going to walk you through it and show you around. And now, I do have to say that everything is not exactly the same. There's been some major changes, mostly because of space. Well, there wasn't enough space for some of the things, and it looks like that there is, but there really wasn't. It was all actually very crammed together. Most of the doors and passageways and things like that. So, here we go. Don't be very judgmental. It's not meant to be exact, but it's meant to be based off of it. So here we go. In here, it's just a small little room. This is where you would find a Deku Scrub, who would probably sell you bombs or maybe a bottle. I really don't remember which one. And over here, you would normally plant seeds in these areas, but vines, they grow out of control. They grow all over the place, and I really didn't want that. So here we go, up. We're gonna come on up this way, just like in the game, and because, you know, there's no grip ring to really help you climb or anything, and no rock wall that you can climb on, I had to get rid of a layer of ladder, which will actually work as part of the map puzzle, which will be a huge puzzle for the entire map, and you were supposed to put all the ladders back into their places, so later on you will find a box with ladders for this area. So let's continue on. Over here is another room, probably another Deku Scrub. I'm not quite sure exactly. It's been forever since I've played the game. I'm doing this very poorly off my memory. And as we'll walk this way, we'll come into this cave right here. And up here. And this is where you would get the Colonel Spring Water. It's green in the game, but there's no green water yet, so I'm stuck with using blue for now. Now we'll head on down to the next area. And I'm sorry if I'm talking really quietly and it's kind of creeping you out or anything, but it's really early in the morning still, and people are trying to sleep, and I'm trying to be respectful to them. So you'll have to excuse me if I'm talking too quietly for you to hear. Another little room, probably another Deku Scrub, maybe just a room full of shrubs, who knows. And then in here is the first actual cave leading up the mountain. And it's not exact, because there isn't a bridge here, instead there's two mushrooms on a mushroom on each side. But I can't really do the mushroom bounce thing, so I just went ahead and did a bridge with a lava pit at the bottom, since I can't make any bottomless pits. A staircase. It'll be a bit dark, so I'm sorry about that. Right, then the next room, I can't make it exact like I said. Major changes were made due to space and location. Normally this room would have a wall coming out like this, and a path leading that way to the next door. But the next door is oddly enough on this side, so I had to completely change it and flip it around. And over here, there would be a tornado spot, but since I really can't do that, I just went with the whole platform jump thing. Add a little bit of parkour to my mountain. Over here, you would have a little spring of water, and there'd be a box in the middle with a heart, but because of space again, because I'm literally on the edge of the world, I cannot do that. Here, let me show you. See, I'm literally on the edge of the world. As you can see, the top left corner of the map. So it was just staying as a small spring like that. Now let's continue on up the mountain. Up here, and up here. We want to go this way. Over here, there is a bridge just like in the game, but there is no bottomless pit. Once again, it's lava. Like I said, some changes had to be made. And then we're going to climb up the stairs and this way. Once again, no tornadoes, so I used platforms, as you can see. And we will continue up the mountain. We will head off this way. Another dead-end room. Probably shrubs or something. And then here would be the Deku script that gave you the bracelet. Instead, I put the ladders inside of here. Makes more sense, you know? It's where you went to get the climbing material in the actual game. It's where you'll go to continue up the mountain in this one. And now we'll head up, and down this way. And when you get those ladders, you'll put it there, of course, and then you will climb up the mountain. Yep, there we go. Here would be a fairy fountain. You'd throw the bomb in, the fairy would appear, she gave you a bomb bag holding 30 bombs. And then you would have right here, which is where the mountain elder would be found. You would sit inside of here. I'm pretty sure he gave you something, I just don't remember what. Oh, there's also a digging spot right here in the actual game, but for the sake of space and redundancy, I didn't build it there, as you can see. And now we will head up the mountain. Now, in the game, this platform and that platform over there were exactly in front of each other, but when I built the mountain, they weren't in front of each other. So I just did platforms, and you can parkour over there. I did use blue soul sand, which you can get in the fantasy pack. The fantasy pack soul sand is blue. Mostly because if you saw inside the game, this part of the mountain's top was kind of a bluish, mostly because it was dark and raining. So to give it that feel that it's still blue, I use soul sand. And then you would come through here. Now in here there'd be a little block puzzle. You would push the blocks around to make your way through, but because once again of space, I couldn't do anything like that. And then you would have this next room, and it'd be straight down, sorry if it's so dark, into this area. And pretty much it was just a straight shot, and the only difference was there's probably something going here, something along here. And it was probably turned a different way. And then we've got this next room. Now, there would be a rock right here that you would push into a hole that would be right here, just so that way you could get across. Well, not in this one. And then down here, there'd be blocks, another little block puzzle with a chest right over here, but like I said, not in mine. Space and redundancy. Okay, now here we are. This right here is actually where the Minish village of the mountain would be. Right here. But I really can't do a Minish village, so I just completely got rid of it. I made it an open space for you just to walk towards the temple, which I haven't started building yet. But for the sake of me needing to post a video on this new channel, I went ahead and showed you what I have done so far. Now I'm not going to build the temple until I build the rest of the world, which is a lot left to go. If you're curious on how much left I have to go, you could always look up Hyrule pictures, well, the Hyrule map for the Minish Cap game, and you can see a full-scale map of what this will look like. And I hope that you see that I've done my best to try and make it similar to the game, but not exact. I don't want it to be exact. Where's the fun? Where's the originality in that? So I changed things up a bit, made it look a little better, probably made it a better map to play on for the sake of puzzles and adventure, as well as skill, of my parkour. And I hope to see you in my next video, which hopefully will be of the graveyard, which will be right on this side of the mountain. So hopefully you'll join me for that, and happy gaming to you all. Bye.